Hello, everybody. So today I'm going to talk about seeking. So should we be seeking or should we not be seeking? We're already Brahman. There's nothing to be done about it. So there's no need to do any seeking. I'm talking about this because I occasionally get comments about this. Stop seeking. I think they mean stop making videos. But you don't have to watch if you don't want to. So why are you watching my videos? I don't know. Anyway, so I am a spiritual seeker and I'm proud of it. It's a big hobby for me. I have lots of hobbies. And this is probably the deepest and the one that's going to enrich my life as I get older, more than the other things. Maybe not. So I think it's really exciting to look into these ideas, to have these kind of fireworks when you understand something, or you see how your personal experience verifies the theory that you're learning, the new mindset or the new view of reality, and then so you apply it in your everyday life and you see that it works or that it's true. And I really like it. I feel that I'm much happier now, much calmer, much kind of a bit more mature too, probably, from following this path. Not afraid of death. I don't know. There's probably part of me inside that's probably afraid of death. If somebody's just about to kill me, I'll probably promise them anything. Give up all the information I have. Now, so this idea that we don't need to be seeking, some of the Neoadvaita really go into it. You're not the doer. There's nothing to be achieved. Although they kind of, like Tony Parsons kind of hints that he's got it. And it's the simplest secret, the most obvious secret. I think one of his books is called The Open Secret. And yet it's impossible for anyone to get except for him. You need some sort of grace, and it just has to happen. There's no point seeking. All seeking is wrong. So what do? I don't know. Watch Netflix maybe. Rupert Spira is also moving towards this direction. I really like Rupert Spira, so don't worry, I'm not going to in any way say that he's not good. I think he's fantastic. But he famously, or maybe not so famously, but he came from an Advaita Vedanta kind of traditional progressive path, and did that for 20 years. And then he did the direct path. He met Francis Lucille and did the direct path. And he said that was amazing. He got all these fireworks and realizations, these little, not enlightenment, because he claims that he's never actually had an enlightenment experience, but little fireworks when things connect. And now he talks about the pathless path, because there's zero distance between you and you, so no need for a path. This is the pathless path. I find it a bit difficult because I kind of, my temptation is to think, well, what do we do then? Do we just, again, watch Netflix or do something pointless? I don't know. I like dedicating my mental faculties to this stuff. Now, okay, so to take it, let's go into where this kind of thing is said, that we are not the seeker. There's no seeker here. It's a mistake. So we've got in the Mandukya Karika. So the Mandukya Karika was written by Gaudapada, who is the guru of Adi Shankaracharya, who is important in Advaita Vedanta for kind of setting everything out. And Gaudapada is really hardline. Shankaracharya is a bit more soft, and he draws this distinction between relative truth and ultimate truth. So, we live in this relative truth, this transactional reality, transactional truth, where we have to deal with things. But then there's the ultimate truth, where there's only Brahman, and it's unchanging and untouched and eternal and with no parts, and not a doer, kind of a bit lazy. But Gaudapada was more hardline. And this comes from his commentary on the Mandukya Upanishad. So the Mandukya Upanishad is the first book of the 4 books of the Mandukya Karika, which is written by the last 3 books were written by Gaudapada. So here it goes. Chapter 2, verse 32. There's no cessation, no origination, nobody who is in bondage, nobody who is a spiritual seeker, nobody who is liberated or seeking liberation. Such is the ultimate truth. So when we look at one of the many analogies, for example, the snake and the rope analogy, the rope does not change into a snake. So this idea that you're this spiritual seeker, you're this snake, when really you're actually a rope. Now, and reality in general, not just you, but so we think that we need to attain enlightenment. We need to seek to try to make the snake a rope. We need to teach the snake to be a rope through meditation and maybe some yoga, good works, study, this type of thing. And the snake will learn to behave just like a rope. And in fact, it'll convince itself, it'll completely brainwash itself that it is a rope. Now, that's what we're doing when we're seeking like this. The rope was never a snake. And it was never born. So this idea, the thing that I just read, is this idea of non-origination. So we were never born. The thing that we think we are, the individual person, was never born. And it's just an illusion. Really, there is only Brahman. The rope never in any way became a snake. No part of the rope was converted into a snake. And we don't need to return it to being a rope. As soon as we realize that it's a rope, the snake disappears. Now, this is a realization, yes? So we realize that it's the rope, and so therefore there is something to attain. There is a liberation from the idea that it's a snake, from all this suffering, this feeling that we're independent. There is a realization that should be achieved. That is the aim of Advaita Vedanta. But here it's saying that there is no seeker. Now, but as he says in the very last line, such is the ultimate truth. This is the point of view from the ultimate truth. From the point of the rope, yes, there was never a snake. But in our transactional truth, our transactional reality, there is suffering. We're not completely content. And until we have this deep understanding, we won't be. So there is something to attain, at least on our side of enlightenment. On the other side of enlightenment, of course, there's no one to become enlightened. There's no person there anymore. It's just this, just Brahman, well, just everything that there is. So really, there is a place for seeking. And when Swami Sarvapriyananda talks about this, it's called Ajatavada, this idea, this theory of non-origination, Ajatavada. When he talks about it, he says that there's 2 ways to understand it. There's a immature way and a mature way. And the immature way is to say, well, I'm already enlightened, that's it, I'm not going to do anything, I wish I'd discovered this earlier. And then the mature way is to understand that this is the truth, this is what is going on, and to keep practicing, keep doing all the things, all the spiritual things that make you feel good, or whatever, to move towards that understanding. So then you do have the understanding, and then you really do see that there's no person there anymore, and that there was no one to be liberated. It was always just a mistake that you made. So I think that's that. I thought there was something else I could add, but not hasn't come to me. So I think I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.